Hello and welcome to English class. I'm Gulruh Doniorova. In this lesson, I will explain you direct and indirect speech. I'll explain you some of the grammar rules and you will have to give your own examples. So, let's get started. So, what do we mean by direct and indirect speech? There are two ways of saying what someone else said in the past. For example, you invited your friend Simon to a party, but he had an important appointment. Simon said, "I have an appointment this evening." But we don't usually just simply repeat this other person's words word by word. We have to convert because words are not important, the message is important. So we convey the message into indirect speech because we don't have to repeat the other person's words. So in indirect speech, we say, Simon said that he had an appointment that evening. This is what we call indirect speech. And the first one is direct speech, repeating the other person's words by words. When you convey the sentence from direct to indirect speech, you have to bear in mind two important points. First one, you should not just convey the quotation mark when you are making indirect speech. We don't put quotation mark in the indirect speech. And second thing is, don't forget to add that when you are speaking in formal speech. But in informal speech, it's okay not to use at, that. There are some more things you have to keep in your mind when you are practicing indirect and direct speech. Number one, change the pronouns. Pronoun means olmosh in Uzbek, so we have to change the pronouns. In the direct speech, the pronoun I is changed to he. Next, backshift the tense. So we have to take the tense from present to past. For example, in here, Simon said, "I have an appointment this evening." So this one is in present simple. So this sentence is in present simple, but when we are converting the same sentence to indirect one, we are changing the tense of the sentence. He had an appointment that evening. This one is past simple. Past simple. Number three. Change the time and place expressions. So when Simon is saying that he has an appointment, but in direct speech we say, Simon said that he had an appointment that evening, not this evening. So we are changing the time from present to the past one. So here you can see how the time changes from direct speech to indirect speech. For example, the direct sentence is in present simple, but when you are converting into the indirect one, you have to change it to past simple tense. Past simple tense. So if your sentence is in present simple, it will be in present perfect. It will be in past perfect. So similarly, if your sentence is in present continuous, your indirect speech sentence will be in past continuous tense. So dear students, now it's your time to make examples to direct and indirect speech.
Action.
Whose idea is it to collect old newspapers and other items from your neighbors?
It is Michael's idea to collect the old items from our neighbors. The recycling bin is 2 blocks away from where we live.
Listen carefully to the interview, and compare what is said with what Sarah types on her laptop.
My neighbors are elderly, so they cannot carry these heavy items to the bin themselves.
How often do you help your neighbors?
I don't need to go to school on Saturdays, so Michael and I will knock on our neighbors' doors every Saturday. We distribute flyers to inform our neighbors about our collection period.
How does Michael feel about this experience? Michael?
I feel tired, but happy that I can help others.
Do you have any last words for our viewers?
I would like to encourage young people to play a part in making the neighborhood a better place to live in.
Jonathan and Michael are heroes for the elderly residents of Mango Street. The Awesome Foursome, signing off for Stellar Media Club.
You have watched the Awesome Foursome conduct an interview with Jonathan and Michael. You have also seen how Sarah had decided to type her report as she witnessed the interview. Sarah would like to inform others about what the brothers have said. She has to use the reported speech when she is speaking to others. But, if she is writing or typing it down, she can use either the reported speech or the direct speech. Let's look at an example. Jonathan said,
It is Michael's idea to collect the old items from our neighbors.
Sarah would have told someone else, or written,
Jonathan said that it was Michael's idea to collect the old items from their neighbors.
When we quote the exact words someone says, we use direct speech. Otherwise, we can use reported speech to tell others about something someone else said. Do you notice any difference between the direct speech and the reported speech? Pause the video and compare the differences. Let's check whether you noticed these features. There are quotation marks in direct speech, but not reported speech. That is added between the verb said and the message of the speaker in reported speech. The verb is in direct speech is changed to was in reported speech. The determiner, our, in the message of the direct speech, is changed to there, in reported speech. Were you able to identify all the changes that happened when the direct speech was rewritten to reported speech, in this example? Now, ask yourself, why is there a change in tenses? Why is there a change in determiners? Pause the video to give yourself some time to think about this. Some time would have passed between when the original message was said and when the message was delivered to another person who was not in the earlier conversation. This would explain why there is usually a need to change the tenses. As for the change in determiners, it has to do with who the speaker is. Sarah has to refer to the brothers' neighbors as their neighbors, not our neighbors. You have watched how Sarah rewrote what the brothers said in reported speech. In her example, Sarah changed the tenses and determiners. However, in other instances, she might need to change other features.
You may want to review the interview from the start and compare the direct and reported speech. Writing a report is not just about the reported speech, but that will be a lesson for another day.
And cut.
Good luck with your studies, and thank you for your attention. Goodbye.